Hi everyone, I just wanted to take a little time to introduce you to my sit spot and doing a sit spot practice. I love sit spot because it's kind of like meditation, but I don't feel like I have to try not to think about stuff, which invariably leads to me thinking about more stuff. So sit spot's a really simple practice. You just find a place, any place, the closer to your house, the better. And you sit there on a regular basis. And sometimes with mindfulness meditation type practices, it's really tempting to, start big. But whenever you're creating a new habit, it's best to start small. So start with 2 minutes, 3 minutes at your sit spot. And then, as you find it more beneficial, you might expand that. But really what you're trying to do is just sit and notice what's around you. So I'll give you a little view of my sit spot, which is about, 20 or 30 paces from my house after we talk through this. One way I love to start my sit spot, especially if I'm feeling a bit like kind of frazzled when I start, is to close my eyes and then to notice something that I hear. So right now I notice a dog barking, some raindrops falling from the tree, some cars going by on the highway. Something I feel. So I feel the breeze going across my skin. My hand feels a bit cold in the fall air. Something I smell. Mostly I smell kind of the rain, kind of that indescribable fall smell. And then taste. Taste is always a hard one for me. I don't taste too much right now. You might taste your toothpaste, or I taste that just kind of like that little stale, I need a drink kind of taste. And then as you're settled in, just opening your eyes and just noticing some things that you see around you. So I see a white pine tree, I see some red leaves and some yellow leaves and a lot of leaves on the ground. And my dog behind me. And so that's kind of a nice way to just kind of both get your mind set for noticing what's around you and just get settled in and calmed down and ready to be in a less focused state of mind. And then you can just kind of hang out for 2, 3, 5 minutes and listen to the birds, see what creatures you can spot. And as you get in the habit of being in a place, especially if you're doing it at a set time, you might notice that the creatures get more comfortable, approach you more, or you might just notice more details. So, for example, I see a sedum plant right down here that looks like it has been chewed, and it's a clear cut, like kind of a straight cut instead of shredded. So I think it was rabbits that were chewing it up. But as a way of cultivating awe and wonder, it's also wonderful to just maybe pick one thing as you're sitting out here that you notice that you want to wonder about, that you don't know the answer to why it is the way it is. Like I've always been surprised by this sedum plant because it's in the shade of these crabapple trees, and usually I think of sedum as a full sun plant. So yeah, that's just like the very beginning of it. It's one of those things that you can't screw up. If sitting still is making you crawl out of your skin, you can definitely switch gears to a wonder wander, at least that's what I call it, of just getting up and walking. But it's not like a get your steps in kind of walk. It's like what am I curious about? I'm gonna go look at that plant for a while, and then I'm gonna wander over to this molehill or whatever, just kind of allowing your curiosity to lead you. Would love to answer any questions you have about a sit spot, but there might not be that many questions because you really just sit there and look at stuff or listen or whatever. So in the next video I'm attaching, I'll just kind of give you just a real brief 360 view of my view from my sit spot. One other thing I would say is important for a sit spot is, as you can kind of see, the weather here is getting very upper Midwest in October. So definitely make sure that you dress for the weather so that you don't just hate your time out there. All right, well, that's all for now, and I'll show you my setup.